a good tone dialed in real quick. That's almost there. This just got a little bit too much grit. Yeah, that's money right there. Let's get a little delay. Whoa. No delay. That's too crazy. What's my tempo? 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 71 BPM is what my brain wants to write out. Sweet Home Alabama. Yeah, man. Sweet Home Alabama. Yes, I live. Let me see. Sorry, you get me acting like a fool, bro. I'm trying to. The purpose of today's live stream is to showcase. Hey, what's up, man? Appreciate you. The purpose of today's live stream is to showcase how I write music. Because that's a part of me that I'm kind of building the channel up for. I've been doing a lot of music theory. But it's building up towards music. And I guess I do have some music production videos up, but I want to have more. So I'm hoping that doing these live streams and showcasing this at least opens up the conversations for those that are interested. I'm trying to find my drummer. Song about Dr. Seuss? You want to see me squirm? That's a weird thing to say to someone you don't know. So here's a chord progression that... what's up, man? Good to see you all. Here's the chord progression. I'm going to start this track. I'm writing 3 tracks at once right now. I'm working on my first, like, real solo album. But here's the idea. Think of, like, some really lush, chill, lo-fi, neo-soul stuff. So let's find some drums to go with it. I'm from the States, homie. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I like the way that kick sounds. Alright, let's find a groove to go with it. No, probably gonna do something... No. Nah. I'll start off with a quick groove, and then we'll build something out, but... Let's do a halftime. Let's see what soul grooves we have, because I guess that is more of a soul thing. Yeah, that's not it. What do I actually hear? It might just be faster just to program it real quick. So that's what... Yeah, I'm just going to record guitars real quick, and then I'll program out drums. Oh, I don't have recording set up. Hold on. Damn it, boy. Sorry, it's my first time. If only. boss. I know you're just a robot. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Alright. That should be good. Now I'll set up my loop. Oh, it's because this is here. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to program drums to kind of follow that. Shouldn't be anything too crazy. All the way through. Let's do that on beat 2. Yeah, really simple. 4 on the floor, basically. Or, nothing too crazy. Yeah, let me keep that up. Look at me programming drums on the fly. I'm not gonna lie, most of the time when I'm writing, I'm super lazy and I just use MIDI grooves. But I'm trying to get better. I take guitar lessons, and it has been brought to my attention that one of my weaknesses is rhythm, basic rhythm. So I've been studying rhythm like a madman. But it's cool, you'll see how this actually gets built out. Wow, look at all these robots we're getting. Do you guys actually get people with your jokes? Yeah, no, I hear a lead part. I like a melody. Yeah, that's where that's going. I hear it. Just gotta get everything programmed real quick. So let me go ahead. Get this. What are we doing? 2 and 4. Nothing too crazy. Boom. I'm moving quick, but if you have any questions about what I'm doing, just let me know. The trick is to move quick and commit. Fine tune later. Post-production is a whole thing for a reason. Biggest thing, like when I'm songwriting, especially when I got a fresh idea like this, is to move quick so you don't lose it and you get all your ideas out. Post-production, like even when I'm writing, I probably won't do a lot of mixing because again, you don't want to get bogged down by the details. Because there's a difference. There's a whole different mindset when I go into post-production versus right now. My drums right now are basically a metronome. Hang on, I'm gonna make this kick pattern interesting though. The kick's gotta be cool. That's going to repeat there. And I can show you the groove too if y'all are interested in seeing this. Look. Let's start at measure 10. No, I said 10. All right, that'll work. Perfect. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna program some bass. I could play bass, but I don't want to right now. That requires me to change up my whole setup. I'm also going to quantize my guitar part slightly. Let's do 10% quantize. I'm kind of just curious what it sounds like if I do it all the way. Yeah, that sounds like booty. Let's do just 4%. What pedal do I use for recording? That's a great question. Right now, I'm using a virtual amp. I'm using my interface. I'm using an interface right now. So I have a Scarlett 18i8, and I record my guitar directly into my DAW. And then right now, I'm using Archetype Plenty by Neural DSP. I like tracking with plugins because you get the hey, what's up, Fred? You get the raw guitar signal, so you can do what's called post-processing or reamping. So what I'll typically do is when I'm done with a song, I learn the song. Like right now, I'm just writing. You're really seeing a lot of parts at once, but I write with the plugin, and then when I go into post-production, so I'm thinking about how do I actually finish this track, I'll do one of two things. I'll either keep the plugin sound that I'm working with, or I'll turn on like an Axe Effects for my Tone Master Pro, dial up a tone that fits the song for that part, and then I'll do what's called reamping. So what you can do is you can send your guitar signal that you've already recorded to your whatever modeler you want to use, and you can use the modeler as like an amp as if it's you playing. I mean, whenever, really. It really just depends on you, if that makes sense. Because I can show that right now, but I just really enjoy this Archetype Plenty. What questions do you have, though? Does that answer your question, though? Raul? Raul? I don't know how to say your name. Paul with an R? Raul? Yeah, and the reason why I don't do it like that, Paul, like turning on the Tone Master Pro and recording directly from it, I've done that in the past, and I've double tracked. There's nothing wrong with that. Every song that I do is just a little different, you know, and this is how I'm doing this song. And I still don't fully know what the song is. We're exploring it in real time, to be perfectly honest. But I do need, I don't know who makes Mondo bass, but I need that. Modo bass. If you're getting into the world of production, there are some really good sales going on right now. I've already bought Modo Bass 2. I got that for 50, I think like 90% off. I paid $50 for it. It's usually like $200 software. So someone can do the math on it. My favorite preset on here is All Right Jazz. It's great out the box. Lo siento. Un momento, por favor. Un poquito español. Muy pequeño español, I think is correct. But I wish I spoke more Spanish. Yeah, so all right, let me see. Let me think about how I could say this slowly. All right, so to answer your question, I'm gonna try to go slow and be clear. Right now, I'm using an interface. So no modeler, no Tone Master Pro, no FM9, no Axe FX 3. Just an old school Scarlett 18i8 interface. It has its own isolated power supply. My guitar is plugged directly into it. That signal is just the guitar signal. The amp that I'm using is a plugin. It's called Archetype Plenty by a company, Neural DSP. They make the Quad Cortex. The reason why I do that is because there are steps in my recording process. Now, everybody's different, so your process may be different than what I'm about to tell you. But what I do is first I'm writing right now, right? So I'm writing and recording at the same time. That's how I like to write songs and compose with the guitar. Some people, they like to track on, like I got one friend who He doesn't record anything until he's written it out in Guitar Pro and has like practiced it a million times. Then he goes into tracking. For me, I do the opposite. I write inside my DAW because I'm really comfortable inside my DAW. So I'll write, and for JC, I don't know how long you've been watching the live stream. I've only been live for 15 minutes now, but his question was basically asking me, am I tracking with the Toolmaster Pro, or how am I doing this? But what I do is I use the Neural DSP plugins because I just record my guitar signal in my DAW, and that's important for a couple of things. One, once I've got the song done and I've tracked it, I go into what's called post-production. So basically the song's done, the song's recorded, now I'm doing all the final touches. What I like to do is I'm a nerd and I really enjoy programming with MIDI. So I will either write what's called automation to change the plugin parameters, or I'll program a patch, usually on like the Axe Effects or the Toolmaster Pro. I really go back and forth between the two. The Toolmaster Pro is really good for like vintage tones, and that's mostly what I really enjoy. But lately I've been getting into some weird experimental stuff with the Axe Effects. And the Toolmaster Pro is coming with, the Glooper is one of the first signs that they're going in that route. Even on my plugin stuff, once I have a tone dialed in that I enjoy, I try to replicate it on my rig. So that way, when I do go play I've only done it once so far where I went out and played my own stuff versus just being like in cover bands. But my intention is to have a whole set list written of just originals and have the same tones that you hear in the studio that I could play live, and take it a step further and even automate all that via MIDI changes, because you can do all of this now. It's really cool technology. But I think it's easier to do stuff like quantization and just editing of signal in general if you have the clean guitar signal. Because then if I dial up a patch that I'm like, wow, this actually serves the song better on like the Toolmaster Pro, then I can just do what's called reamping. And it's just crazy, man. Modern technology, like if you embrace it, is sick. All right. Now I gotta think about what I'm actually playing. That's too fast. Sorry, I'm MIDI programming. This can be really tedious for someone like me. I hope that makes sense, man. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's a big fear, bro. All right, I gotta program this MIDI bass real quick. The MIDI bass that you're hearing is Moto bass, and it's freaking awesome. I just need to dial it back just a hair. All right, where am I going from that? C sharp, I think. Yep. But if you have any questions about tracking this stuff, man, let me know. This is like I went to school for this stuff, and I really enjoy it. School kind of burnt me out though, so it's good to be back in my own artistry now. And then where do I go? F sharp, I think. F sharp minor. I'm writing in the key of D if you're following along on your instrument. Where does this go? Boom. All right, let's hear it. And then this chord's gonna be interesting. It's a over G. So what I'll probably do, let's just see what it bass sounds like if it's following guitar. Because I'm kind of tempted to spill the beans and be like, no, this is actually what I'm doing here. Where is A? And I need to duplicate this. Does that work? Yeah. And I'm gonna dial in a lead riff real quick too once this is, if this works. kind of need to retrack this anyways. This isn't good. But it's just, again, getting ideas, moving fast. Yeah, that works. So, now that I've got my loop, drums and bass, now it's just a matter of getting guitars clean. So what I'm going to do, here's kind of a trick to get wider guitar tones. Double track what you're going to play twice, but keep the amp settings the same, but change pickups. So notice if I'm like this. Alright, and then I'll do my neck pickup. Honestly, I might do my middle. And what I'll do is once I get those two takes, I will split them up. So one will be, you know, probably like 9, pan to the right 9, and the other will be pan to the left 9. And then that way, I can, my guitars will sound wide. And then I write mostly guitar instrumental stuff. So my lead guitar will sit in the middle. Yeah, well, my amp isn't dialed in right now either. This is just good enough for tracking. Again, since I have the raw signal, I can do all of this. So we'll do that in a second. All right, let me get the right track. I also need to set up. I need to learn how to make this a global thing on Ableton. I'm tracking in Ableton. Oh, hang on, I did C sharp minor. It needs to be dominant. Okay, I think that was a good take. So now we punch this in. Now we're going to do the same thing, but on the other guitar, we're going to use both. Now I'm writing music right now, man. If I play a cover, I get dinged for copyright, and I want this to stand as a record for anybody who's interested in recording. That sounds cool. Yeah, and then I'll go in once I'm done. Or should I just use this? No, neck pickup. Ooh, out of phase though? Alright, let me see what you said. You said what? I had an issue. Oh, yeah. I went through uni with multimedia and audio production. I quit during the last year and went for electrical trade. Still got the knowledge, though. Nice, man. I went to school for computer science and said, this sucks, and went back to school for music production. It's 1:30. Dang, music, what's up, homie? I appreciate you. We haven't done any melody yet. We're just doing harmony first. What's up, Rupert? I'm writing music and talking about the process. So if you have any questions about production, this is the live stream, and it'll be in the archive, so you'll always be able to refer to it if you find like some nuggets. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate you. What's your name? You from Gaucher? Let me also, now what we're going to do is I'm going to dial in my 2 guitar tones, but I'm going to show you this trick. Let me remember how to do it in Ableton real quick, because I usually work in Logic. Yeah. So one of my rhythm tracks, basically what I'm going to do, right now both tracks are sitting dead set center. So hear how it sounds as is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to split them, because they're going to sound so much wider. So check this out. Let me go ahead and do this. Now here it is with both tracks widened just a little bit. And I'm recording directly into my iPhone with an interface, so if you have headphones on, you can hear what I'm saying. Look. That's both, and then where you can hear them in unison. Yeah, that sounds good. Then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to focus on one guitar tone at a time. I'm going to try some of these presets before I'm going to try some of Plenty's presets before I dial up my own, just to hear what he has, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just going to dial in my own. So let's go back to the default. What is this, a 57 and a ribbon mic? Let's do, I want a condenser. Hang on. This is where I really wish I had my headphones on right now. But that's okay. I'm going to move that about there. Alright, let's add in a compressor. Isn't that really cool? Yeah. I was just going to bed, saw you live, just came to see what's up. Cool, man. If you have any questions, let me know, too. I know you've been following the lecture series. Hopefully, it's all helping you out. Yeah, man, this is the secret sauce, to be perfectly honest. Having that direct signal, because now I can do sound design, and I love doing it with these, like, the neural DSP stuff is just a gold mine for this. Because the other thing, too, is once this is all said and done, and I got the track where I like it, then I can power on, like, my Tollmaster Pro or any modeler and reamp the signal and build either a new patch or I can replicate this. I'm sure at some point I'll probably get a quad cortex, and when I get a quad cortex, this will probably be the only thing I use, because I really love this this Plenty thing. But here's the thing, though, with the Plenty, the Archetype Plenty plugin, it's a JC120 for the clean. I think it's a Friedman for crunch and a 5150 for his high gain stuff. So it's absolutely replicatable on the modelers that we have. Like, especially the Tollmaster Pro can do all of this. It's just, again, convenience. I already have the dry signal. I don't have to worry about having, until there's like a Tollmaster Pro native app, I'll just always do this because it's so much faster. But let me keep dialing this in real quick. Yeah, that's so sick. All right, let me save this. Clean tone. Yeah, that's... Yeah, that's the sauce, man. Let me save that. All right, and then let's dial in. So that's the bridge pickup, and let me go ahead and save this pound. This is actually middle position, Amanda. I always get in a habit of doing this, so that way I know neck position, Amanda. What I do when I'm writing out track names, I do this because it just helps you stay sane throughout this process. But I say what pickup position it is and which guitar, so that way if I ever need to retrack something later on, I know. And I generally use the same string. So, all right, let me take a look at this neck position, and let's hear it. I'm gonna go ahead and load. Sorry, I misclicked. Now let's hear those two in tandem. Yeah, that's good, man. All right, that's good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to track that melody. Let's also take a look at the drums real quick, because I think the drums are a little basic. Let me hear them. Well, it's kind of my vibe, man. I'm super chill as a songwriter. You gotta bear with me while I try out these different that's basically what I programmed. Alright, I'm just gonna keep these for the time being then. Let me just turn them down because they're loud as hell. There's an issue whenever you pull something out of Easy Drummer is what I use to do that drum part. It pulls some stupid automation out that no one asked for. I don't know. That's another thing to figure out in the future. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take all those tracks and I'm going to double them. So here's kind of my move. I write in 8-block increments most of the time, sometimes 16. But if I can write past 8 bars of music, then I'll finish a song. That's pretty much how I roll. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to craft a lead guitar tone. Whoa. I'm going to craft a lead guitar tone, and then I'm going to write a solo over it, and then I'll write an intro to this. I'll make this kind of like the main vibe, and then we'll see. We'll see where things go from there. Probably add some keys in a second too. But again, the goal is to move fast. Move fast. Don't get hung up on anything for too long until the song is written. Once the composition is done, then go back in and fine tune. Oh, where's my pick? Hell yeah, brother. Right back at you, Olden. Happy birthday if you are a Marine. Let me make sure my guitar's in tune too. Probably should have done that earlier. Yeah, these new strings are great. Alright, let me find a good inspiring lead tone. What do I hear? Basically, my process, what I'm doing right now, there is a little bit of method to this madness, but not much. I'm just going to keep messing around with different tones, and just until I come up with something I'm like, damn, I actually love that, and then I'll just keep developing it out. I'm actually using. Oh, let's get stupid nerdy for a second. Let's just see. It's probably not gonna work, but you never know. Oh, actually, I need to start up here. Actually, I've never thought about this. Yeah, I don't like that already. Man, Plenty's all of Plenty's lead is just a ton of delay and reverb. You hear that? Yeah, that's this guitar, man. It's just madness. Oh shit, that's horrible. What's clashing there? What is that? F sharp over. Let me kill this delay for a second. That's really overwhelming. So, guten Abend. Hope you're doing well. So, I'm gonna try to do some chord melody for a second. The reason why I'm not tracking yet is like my brain is thinking, do I want to try to make this complicated, or do I just want to play like the spicy notes? Spicy notes meaning just like staying pentatonic. Pentatonic and melodic. So yeah, that's what my brain's figuring out right now. Because I could always do like, but that doesn't mean it's always going to serve the song. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate you. I really do appreciate you. I hope you have a great weekend as well, man. All right, let's just track something simple. Let's just stop overthinking it, and let's just get something super melodic, super pretty, and let's make. I think it's important to think about intention when writing. He said, "Have a good evening." Yeah, I'm American, man. Yeah, Auf Wiedersehen. Ich heiße Damien. Ich spreche Deutsch nicht. I took 3 years of German and I don't remember hardly any of it because everyone in America speaks one language. It sucks. That's so cool. To finish this song, it's only gleich um die Ecke. This is probably laughing like this damn American. I like the German language. I need to get. Honestly, man, you gotta hold me accountable to study it again. I think me and my buddy were about to study Latin. Because I'm a nerd, bro. But we haven't really gotten into it. But I need to get back into German. I used to read children books in German to try to learn. Ah! Nah, man, I don't know that song. I'm writing right now, bro. I'm writing. I'm composing, trying to figure out where I want to take this song. All right, here we go. Oh, I don't have the track set to record. All right, does that work? Let's see if that actually worked. Oh, hang on. I think that actually works for now. That works enough for me to build up the track. So what I'm going to start working on now is let's work on some keys. Let's do pound lead. Otherwise, I'll get stuck on this one part for forever, and I won't ever finish it. For keys, I'm going to kind of cheat. I say cheat, but I bought it. Whatever that means. No, not Easy Drummer. I've got Easy Keys. Bro, if you're not a good keyboard player like me, it makes songwriting so much faster. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag, there's this thing called Bandmate. You can drag over your audio that you've written, and it will analyze your music and then compose over it. So here's what it came up with. But that's actually not good. Let me see. Yeah, C#7. Yep. And then Damn, that's fucking beautiful, dude. It's crazy. It's stupid fast. Stupid fast. But I don't like the way that the piano sounds on here. So I use it as a composition tool. So what I am going to use, though, we're going to go ahead and turn this off. Damn, that's crazy. AI, man. AI has just come such a long way, bro. Long way. What I'm going to do now is, and I'm biased. Look, I have a degree in computer science. I work as a machine learning engineer. This is like, I get the biggest tickle out of AI. But what I'm going to do now is this is a Black Friday deal for my fellow composers. All of Artraria's stuff is 50% off. So a lot of my favorite synthesizers. Oh, wait, let me see. I think you have to make a vacation in Europe and we'll drink. Hell yeah, let's do it. The only thing is I just got back from Europe. I was in Portugal. I was in Portugal for too long. 10 days, 11 days. My flight got delayed. To make the most, you should match the velocity response to software. Okay. I don't know. I don't have my thing out yet. All right, let's hear what this sounds like. I've been quite a few places in Europe. I lived in southern Spain for a while. I did. The food was really good. I think my favorite food, though, in Europe that I've had so far is Spanish. Like, Castilian, southern Spain. But I love German food, too. We've got a couple of food trucks where the owners are actually German. And schnitzel, dog. I could die eating schnitzel and die a happy man. Oh, what was this? Japanese classical clean? This is Artraria's Collection 5, I think is the name of it. It's usually $600, and I bought an Artraria keyboard that actually returned, but they still gave me $100 off. So I got all $600 worth of virtual keys for, I think I paid $200 for it, like Wednesday. Oh yeah, did you go to Sevilla? Sevilla? All right, what's this one called before I change it? This is called Music Veteran. I want to hear this romantic piano. Oh. Warm jazz piano? West Coast Cool is the name of this preset. That romantic piano is the one I want. Yeah, that sounds intimate. All right, let's hear it in the context of the mix now. All right, let me do a little mix real quick. That's beautiful, man. I need to put a compressor on this piano, though. I'm going to put an 1176. It's kind of like my go-to workhorse compressor. And really, the reason why I'm doing this is because this VST is a little quiet. Dude, that's a jam. Thanks, homie. I appreciate you. Let's do keys. I'm glad you're enjoying, man. I know, like, on these live streams, on the composition live streams, they never do as well as, like, if I'm just playing cover after cover or taking request after request. But honestly, God, this is what I want to do with my life, is, like, play my own stuff. So I like to showcase this, too. And I appreciate you hanging out and just being super chill and being a real dude. All right, let's hear this. I'm gonna be dialing in a compressor. This is an 1176. This is the Rev E version by Universal Audio. If you don't have the Universal Audio stuff, bro, it is so worth getting. I'm just doing 4-to-1 compression, and basically what I'm looking for is like -2 to -3 dB of compression. Yeah, we're just about there. All right, now here it is without compression. Now here's what I did to it. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Let me shut my door real quick. I think my wife just got home. All right, I'll explain compression to you real quick because it's not complicated. It's really not. All right, first thing we need to talk about is what is the purpose of compression? The purpose of compression is to basically unify to a certain degree. Now, it depends on the level of unification. Over compression means everything's going to be unified. If you're just using, like right now, I'm using what's called, would be considered subtle compression. I am looking for, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this where it doesn't make, because I'm explaining it to someone who knows compression. So if you've never used compression, here's what it's going to do. Say you're, actually, look, bro, look. Okay, check this out. Tell me if you can hear me. All right. Say that this picture that you see right here, this is what our compressor is going to make our sound like this. But let's say before you run a compressor, I'm going to turn up the gain just a little bit so it picks it up. All right, test. Yeah. All right, so before we run our compressor, let's say our audio spikes are coming up here and down here and up here and down here. That's what your guitar is doing as you hit, right? So what a compressor is going to do is it's going to take that sound and it's going to bring the bottom up and the top down. And so that way it fits in this picture. And that's basically what a compressor is doing in a nutshell. So in sound level, you got to think of it as like, you know, the next question is like, how big do you want that picture to be? And the answer to that is how much compression you're going to use. So in the context of this mix, I was doing light compression. So I am going to reduce those transients by 3 decibels of sound. And decibels, you just got to get used to it. It's a unit of measurement of sound, just like how we use inches and feet and meters and et cetera, et cetera. But in the context of metal, it depends on where you're at. Like if you're on the guitar and you're compressing, it really just depends on what you like. Honestly, I don't like to squash my guitar tones, so I like to use subtle compression. I use a 4-to-1 ratio of compression, so that means for every 4 decibels above my threshold, I'm going to compress it down to 1, I think is how that reads. The other thing you need to think about is typically on any given compressor, you have an attack and a release. The analogy I want you to think about when it comes to compression's attack and release is that the attack is how fast that gate's going to open. All right, so do you want that gate to open slow, which is good for like ballads, or do you need it to go on, open and close really fast, which for metal, I would probably say you want a fast gate. Now, for your release, your release is how fast you want that gate to close. You know, if I'm writing something like on a piano, I wanted that gate to open up. For me, on this context, I made it open up pretty quick, and then I made it slow down. Open quick, slow down. So that way, when it needs to, because the piano is so dynamic, I don't want to squash that. So when it's open, it's saying, hey, all of this stuff can come in, but I'm going to chop it down by 3 decibels. So I hope that makes sense, Mike. Yeah, that's actually a really good question too. Threshold. Play with your threshold until you get it where you want. That means that your threshold is you need to work on that. That would be the biggest thing, because if you're doing like a 4-to-1 compression, um, that's just where your area that you need to focus on. That's the area I would look at. Um, and then you can also look at how much of it in the mix you're going to have, especially if you're talking about it from like a guitar pedal standpoint. Because sometimes you can have it where it's just the compressed signal, or you can blend it. So it depends. I use the studio compressor. The only problem with the Tollmaster Pro studio compressor is that you can't see what you're doing. Like on the Axe Effects and on the FM9, if you use the studio compressor, you can actually see it. All right, so hopefully that helps. What we're gonna do first now is I'm gonna build this track out. So what we just heard is kind of how I want it to slap when it gets going. But now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull all of this over by 8 bars. So all that's gonna start at measure 9. And so all this is starting at measure 8. I need to do something here. Or measure 9, I mean. Oh, damn it. All right, I got to come up with an intro. So what we're going to do now is we're going to edit, replace some MIDI. Oh, I got it turned off. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's a little too low in the register. That just doesn't sound right. What? When do I actually go to that C sharp is the question. Let me see. Can I solo this? Okay. So now let's go back into here. And I'm writing right now, man. Sorry, homie. Where else would this be? Oh. Probably, man. I'm writing music right now, though, bro. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the sauce. And then I need my bass. This is gonna kick in. Let's start at measure 5. All right, let's hear what this sounds like. Uh-oh. Let me save this real quick. I just got scared. It started acting up. Let's call this Soulful Jam in D, because I don't know what to call this yet. Soul Fly. All right, that actually sounds good. What I want to do though is I want some strings. I want a string section. So let me see. For strings, so far plugins, what you're hearing is bass is Moto bass. The guitar is all my Les Paul, but I'm running it through Archetype Plenty. And my pianos are Arterias V20. Yeah, man. I'm building out the track, but what I hear right now too is I hear some strings come out on top. So I'm just gonna loop the intro. For strings, I'm gonna use a plugin by East West. This is Opus. Opus is the controller, and then I'm looking for. Let me see. East West is the sauce. Like in school, I had to do a lot of orchestration, and this is just an awesome thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna go ahead and download it for me. But let's go ahead and write in the chords. Right now I've got it pulled up for a full ensemble. I may just take this out completely and just do like maybe cello and double bass, but I want to try it with an ensemble and go from there. But let me think. What was it? B. And then let me do whole notes. Let's do one bar. So this is where knowing your theory comes into play. D, F sharp, A. Our velocity needs to be down. What does it use? Expression? I think this needs to be expression. Nope. Where do I do that at? I forgot. I need to figure out where to change my MIDI CCs. A choir might actually be really cool too. I'm using Ableton right now. I really enjoy Ableton. Yeah, this is really loud. Let me pull this back. I think I'm going to take out the third. want to do C sharp. Let me think. Do I want to do... what is this? C sharp and F. But how did it... So maybe I should do... then where do I go from there? Okay, so I think that's going to be the emphasis. No, it's kind of too far. Let me see. Let's do... That might be too dissonant. I need this. This is the difference between writing for this ensemble that's supposed to just do all this for you versus doing this by hand. And then it goes down to F sharp. It's F sharp minor 9, so let me think. So we'll do F sharp and A. And then we resolve. I'm doing an A over G, so maybe we'll keep the A. And then let's do A and D. All right, so let's hear this. I need my expression wheel. I got to figure out how to... oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. And then I think it's modulation wheel. Yeah, okay. So now I can reset volume. Let's go back to MIDI CC. Oh, it's got choir in here too? Dang, that's actually really cool. Why is this not... Let me see the articulations. Sus vibrato. Yep. Yeah, modulation wheel. I think I'm going to take out this top note. And I'm going to... what I really want is like a crescendo. I want crescendos all throughout, but... I need that way in the foreground. Well, I'm gonna cut it out. I just want it to be just in the intro to build it out, make it sound like, because the piano part changes too. I'm just gonna copy this twice. So it'll only be in the intro. So check this out. Here's what I got so far. This is what my brain's thinking. Just to support the keys a little. Oh, drums need to come in on like 1 and or 2 and 4. I gotta retake this, or I fumbled a little bit. I like it. All right, now I need to start tracking a C section, or a B section rather. No, it'd be either way. Let's see. So now let me get back one of my. Let me pull up a tone to write with real quick. All right, so this will be what I used to write with. So now I got to think. I've been writing in the key of D. What else could fit over that? That's kind of cool. The only problem is it doesn't loop back well. So I'd have to do something like yeah, I don't know how to use this. This is a really cool chord. This is a drop voicing, so drop 2 voicing. Really the chord it wants to be is A, but I'm spacing it out a little bit by dropping the C sharp here. So this note gets dropped. But it might sound better if I just do typical voicings, like something like this. Dude, it's such a big stretch. Alright, let me program that in. Or should I just do something like... take me then? Sorry, this is how I just write. I just mess around with like really weird chords and then what was I doing here? Oh yeah, yeah. It's making that easier on me. Oh, I could go. No, it doesn't work how I thought it would in my head. Oh, I could do, instead of going to this C sharp, could go to, if I wanted to play positionally, which means that I would. What is the chord voicing here? So this is focusing on G sharp. So where's another G sharp that I could use if I'm doing this? Oh, this. That's E over with an F sharp in it. That's not the same chord. What else could I do? What else? What else? I guess this. With the 9. And then. So let me hear that together real quick. Oh, it's here. Could I play D7 here? I could do this. That's kind of generic. It's all here. All your chords that you ever need are in one position. Fuck me. Alright, so now that the progression is written, now the thing to do is to write some type of riff around that. So let's do something like. Let me get a drum going now. Hey, but that's cool. I mean, you're seeing the process in real time, for whatever that's worth. so annoying. Let's find another groove. Let's write with a fusion. Let's do a halftime. Oh, some swing. First, I'm gonna play the chords to tempo, and then I'm gonna start writing a riff around them. Alright, let's just record that for the time being. What measure am I at? Measure 14. No, that doesn't need to be at 14. That needs to be at 26. Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna start this actually at measure 30. How many bars is that? 8? 4, 8? Let's start at 30. Where'd my drums go? I'm losing my mind, y'all. Losing my mind. Yeah, let's put that at 30. Or let's just loop that. Let me get a lead tone. That's not it. Why is it so loud? Let me at least record that idea and not judge it yet. Part of me is like, it's too predictable. It's too predictable. So what am I doing here? 1, 6, 3, 4. I guess it's better than 1645. Look, now I'm every country artist ever in Nashville. Oh, most progressions are like. Okay, well, let me think about that then. What do you mean by that? So instead of, well, I'm pivoting. Beginning is in, is it? Beginning I was thinking in D, and then I'm now pivoting to A. But let me think, if I wanted to go modal, let me think about this progression. So this is what, 1, dominant 7, which you never see, so that means it's probably something else. F sharp, G. Throw something at me. Let me think on it. Lydian. We'll do Lydian. No, let's do Phrygian. Phrygian. Alright, so if I'm in A, do I want to think A Phrygian, or do I want to think I do pot? So the third, so C sharp. So maybe I could do, if Homeboy's asking for Metallica, what can I rip from Metallica? Metallica riff in Phrygian. It's got to be butt rock for a second. Thanks, man. Just made it like stupid math rocky for a second, something like that could actually work. You just gotta give me a second to work this out. I've got this riff I've been working on in G that goes like this. How can I steal that? So maybe I could do, if I'm thinking an A. That's actually kind of a bop. Yeah, because that's, let me think in the context of this groove now. What if, how slow is it at the beginning again? I gotta hear it. I guess if we got some cohesion, or if I need to go back to the original, I do it. I'll just jump ahead. I don't know about, let me try something else right here. That's kind of wanting to be its own thing. This kind of feels like I should try to stay a little bit more hinged to play to this song, because this is super chill. Last chord of minute was here, I like that. It could even be something kind of cool, like a little run there, like. I guess I'd have to do it like this. I don't know, man. I've been working on it for too long. Actually, let me just do this. Alright, we're gonna test it, see if it works. Okay, I think that might work. I like that best. Now I just need to get some drums that aren't so slow. So I need something that's not in halftime. So something that's like straight, quick. And we're gonna treat it as kind of like a pre-chorus. So what I'm thinking is like the beginning will be super chill, and then maybe I get like program some cymbals like, and then let's go into like almost a double time. So now it's like, let me find a drum groove that's kind of close to what I hear in my head. Oh, I don't want syncopated. Hell no. Hell no. I think it's that. Yeah, this ain't it. Hold on. I'm just gonna loop this section real quick just to see if this works. Is it still the same tempo, or did it change tempos? Yeah, it changed tempo on me. You gotta be careful. This MIDI stuff is really janky. And with Ableton. It does feel really slow though. I wonder if there'd be a way for me to program like a doof, 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 doof. Hang on, what did I do? You know what I mean? Well, let's program in. I probably shouldn't do this. What I'm going to try to do is see what happens if I increase the tempo here. Add a locator. I just don't know how to do this on Ableton. Loop, select next time signature. Can I just, why are you not? Yeah, I think my problem is that this track is just too slow. That idea wants to be its own thing. Like, now my hand is warmed up. It's like, okay, what you just wrote was like a slow hand thing. Now let's write something fast. Alright, now how do I turn that into a riff, damn it? Just show me. Alright, that means I need to take a break, y'all. I've been at it for almost 2 hours now. I definitely need to take like a 10-minute break. So, I think I'm just gonna end the live stream here. I'm gonna keep working on this track. I gotta take a break for a second. I gotta go listen to some music that's not related, so that way I can come at it with a set of fresh ears. But what a cool tone. That's such a cool tone. All right, thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. I appreciate all the feedback, and I hope you guys are enjoying all the videos. And I'll see you in the next one.